with Lulu Mystique. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Oh wow, I have just completed 2 reads. Firstly, on the meetings of soulmates or counterparts. Normally, I try to stay away from like love readings and things of that nature, but it's something that has come in heavy. And then the second reading I completed was speaking heavily on sexual rights and being initiated into sexual orders as well, for those who are with their divine counterparts, which has been very interesting. So I want to go ahead and just pick up on any other energies that are going to come through at this moment in time. So if you're new here, I always start my readings with a Angel Ascension card, just to see what energies are with us, who wants to engage with us, and what messages they would like to pass on. Previously to this, my last read, it got cut off when it got really into it and juicy, and I did try to revive that read. So hopefully this one we will have no interference. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to shuffle this deck and see what energy is interacting with us and what they want us to know in this moment in time. That reading before was very different because normally when I pull these, sometimes we get one, sometimes we get two, but 2 fell out that was identical to a read that I've just done, and I was like, no, maybe my cards are stuck together again. And then look, we've got another one that keeps on popping out, and I put them back in the deck and then shuffled, and another 2 cards fell out. But I literally had to sift back through these cards to find it, because as I was starting to as the energy started to come into me, I realized that it was all connected. So that last read was a very different type of read, as the energies were coming in, and then obviously an energies come and interfered with the read as well and cut us off. I hope I did it justice by trying to bring it all together. When I put the videos together, I'll see how I can make sense out of what has happened. But without any further ado, we've got 2 cards that have fallen out and a reoccurring theme as well. We've done these before, but they've come out again together. So again, we're going to start with the dolphins. Okay, Lemurian energy instantly. Dolphin sonics purify and raise the frequency of water as they swim through it, so that they can access, maintain, and pass on the wisdom of the golden Atlantis and Lemuria. Those dolphins who shimmer with aquamarine light were the angels of Atlantis. They are mighty beings who help to hold the frequency of the oceans. Choosing this card invites you to tune into the beautiful dolphins and access a message from them. Your guidance is to relax and flow with the current of ascension, knowing that the dolphins are telepathically imparting help and wisdom to you. And the affirmation is, I connect with dolphin wisdom. Normally I would take the second card and read it at the end, because normally it will tie up, but I'm being told to read it now. So the second card is Sirius energy. The star system of Sirius holds 12 of the universal keys of enlightenment and ascension. When you access and comprehend them, you become a master of the universe. This card invites you to visit the training schools and universities of Sirius in your sleep in order to develop your higher mind, access the spiritual laws of alchemy and magic, understand sacred geometry, and tune in to angel sonics and higher dimensions. This is an opportunity to learn through the inner planes about spiritual technology and bringing it forward for the new golden age. And the affirmation is, I am open to the higher wisdom of Sirius. Okay, I'm feeling a lot of energy right now. I can feel it. Wow. Okay. The energy that I am sensing as it's moving through my body. I'm picking up waters of the womb. For some reason, something about the chemical components of the waters of the womb. Salt of the earth I'm seeing as semen in the men. And the water's iodine. Is iodine of importance? I don't know what this means. Can you give me more clarity on iodine and salt? Okay, we've got goddess of courage, celebrate change, authentic communication. Okay. Okay, so something about ingenuity. Something about vitamin and minerals. If you're pregnant, you need to make sure you're taking a higher quality of vitamins for this child that you are carrying. Also, make sure you're not overindulgent in sugar. I'm seeing like a baby. Wow, okay, what is this? I'm seeing a baby. Wow. And within the womb, it's almost like they're crystalline. This baby is like covered in crystals. Wow. I don't know what this means. Cultivate creativity. Can I get clarity on this crystal child? Crystal child, crystal children. If you are pregnant, can you please make sure that you are playing sounds of the sea for this child? Let them hear the sounds of the dolphins. If you are a spiritual, well, if you're on this page, you are a spiritual person. Learn about crystals as you're pregnant, because this information will be passed directly down to this child. It is important for them, is what I'm picking up on. All right. But they need to hear the sonic sounds of the dolphins. Play dolphin sounds, even the light code sounds, sounds of Lemuria, Atlantis, these ancient places. Something that this child needs. Or if you're not pregnant and you've already had a child, or you've got young children, it's light codes. Get them to listen to people who are in tune with this energy. Get them to meditate. The children are the future. You need to be open enough as a parent to teach your children the skills that they already know. Yeah, they already know it, but they just need a space to practice in. Express your truth. Yep. And again, you've got the butterfly, which again, here, celebrate change. Some parents may feel the need to pull their children out of school to homeschool. If this is something that you can deal with, then by all means do it. Wow. Teach your children to meditate. Allow them to play. Take them to spiritual shops and see what they are drawn to. Please do not shut down your child if they are of a spiritual essence and are interested in these things. Okay? Because certain generations of children have never had the chance to just be who they are because of the stigmas that the parents have of what these things mean. And we've got a generation of people who are just seeking and trying to find and getting, caught up in the wrong places, because you've got a lot of fraudsters out there who are just siphoning your energy. Please create a safe space for your child to be who they are. As a parent, you may have to learn about these things so you can teach your child. But to be honest, I feel like your child will probably be teaching you. Okay, and then the card that has just literally fell into my lap was the journey of wholeness. Okay, so if you are not pregnant or you have children of any age, it could be young, could even be teenagers, if they are exhibiting signs that they're very much interested in this, spirituality or alternative medicine, please encourage them. Do not close them down. Allow them to explore this. Allow them to explore their gifts. If you're not sure, get in touch with your spiritual community. Instill in them self-confidence and self-belief in what they're trying to teach you. A lot of children these days are talking about the past lives that they've had. Okay, they're so clued up. They're returning spirits, souls, that they're returning ascended masters come in to help the healing of this planet. And as a parent, you may not fully understand what your child's mission is, but all I'm asking is please encourage the children to step into who they are. All right, allow it to happen. Speak with your children, allow them to express themselves. Okay, allow them to be creative in their journey of spirituality. Yeah, look, Akashic Stargate, aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. You'll be amazed what you will learn from your children. Okay, wow. Never ever make your child feel like they cannot come and talk to you about the things that they're experiencing. I mean, I've seen it happen before. I used to do house clearings, and I love to listen to children, right? Learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence, which is basically just backing up what I'm saying. But before I shuffle and pull another card, I had an instance where I used to do house clearings, and I did one for a friend of mine, and she had a baby, and she had a son that was roughly about the same age as my son at the time. So he was about 7, 8. And I came into the house and I could feel a type of presence, and the son started to talk to me, and he was saying like, Lou, this is what I'm feeling. There's an old man that lives in the house, and he does this and he does that, and there's dogs here. And I'm listening to this little boy, and I'm just like, okay. So I said to him, like, just tell me more, because you know how children get very creative in their storytelling. And he's telling me more, and the more he's speaking, he had like a moment of relief, where like, oh my God, someone actually is listening to me. Someone is actually taking me serious. They're relating to me. And he told me what was going on. So I spoke to the mum, and being of an older generation, don't believe in them things, the child's chatting rubbish. So I sat down with the son and I said to him, listen, you've got a very special power, okay? And not everybody's going to understand it. So I said to him, when you go out, I know this may, you have to talk to them, because it's special that he can pick up on these energies. So I said to him, look, when you leave your house, you've got to put a special cloak on, all right? So that not everyone can feel your energy, okay? Because you're going to probably end up like absorbing a lot. And he was like, okay. So when you go outside, you've got to learn to close it down a bit, okay? And I said to him, and then when you go home, when you're feeling safe, you can let that cloak off and you can just be who you are, okay? And I encouraged him in his gifts. I said, well done. Like, you're picking up on stuff. And lo and behold, a few days later, I went back to the house and did a house clearing for the family, and picked up on the energies that he was feeling. Okay, picked up on the energy he was feeling. There was something in his room, and I picked up the energy of the room. Okay, only to find out that his bedroom used to be a place where they used to keep dogs, but they were ill-treating the dogs. Okay, and this masculine energy was like the main culprit in mistreating these animals. All right, then in the mum's room, cheeky Irish guy, like, I'm there with my drum, and he's just basically taking the piss out of me. But we was on good terms. We was laughing with each other, only to realise that Mum had passed in the house. He'd also passed in the house a bit later. He, unalived himself. And he was just basically trapped and couldn't find his way back to his mum. Mum came through. She was waiting downstairs for him, and I encouraged him, let the family live in peace now. And he went downstairs and left the home. They went off to their next part of their journey, and even when I came downstairs, I could sense where certain things were in the house, where the medicine cabinet used to be, and I could physically heard the rustling that was happening. The mum was in total friggin' shock that I was picking up on these things, because she was aware of certain things through what the landlord had told her previously. And obviously, when she viewed the place, she saw certain things before they did a massive tidy up of the house. But to realise that I picked up on the energy and her son had picked up on this energy, she then had to learn to listen when her son spoke. Okay, so anyway, Merkaba, transcendence, ascendance, you're rising up, and Stargate, heart chakra, opening, unlocking, generosity, all right? You have to remember that when children are born, they're pure essence and pure source energy, okay? It's through indoctrination for families, family members, parents, that they learn to not express themselves fully depending on the environment that they have been born into. Please always encourage your children, whatever talents they show, nurture them and encourage them and push them to be their true selves. It's like, even where I am now, there's a place where I go to buy some of my crystals, and it's a 17-year-old girl that's doing it. And it's so beautiful to see that her mum helps her man her little stall. It's so beautiful to see parents encouraging their children on their path. Do you understand? Allow your children to be. Allow them to experiment in spirituality, not just dogmatic religions that just tell you how you're supposed to be, and if you do this, you go into hell all the time. Like, sorry, but allow all of that. Let your children teach you, okay? As you're raising them, obviously you're raising them up, but allow them to teach you as well. Because sometimes some of the things I have to follow the lead of my children sometimes, because the things that they come up with, the things that they say, that they see, that they sense, I'm not ignorant. I will listen to it, and sometimes I have to take the lead. I'm not take the lead. They will take the lead. I have to follow. Okay, there is no hierarchy of authority. Obviously, I'm mum, but when it comes to certain things, if they pick up on a sense in the house or a smell or an energy, they know they can come and tell me. If they're having certain type of dreams, they're very open, they'll come and tell me. You need to allow this for your children too, okay? Ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. This is exactly what this is all about, all right? Do not traumatize these little ascended masters that have come here to teach us the ways, okay? Sometimes as parents, we've just got to learn to shut the F up, okay? And listen to our kids. Look, serious star blessings, yes, proceed. Be seen, push through. This feels like a children's read. Parents, please, whatever your child is coming to you with, say yes, proceed, be seen, push through with them, okay? Allow them to really step up into their gifts. Allow them to explore the realms. Okay? Guide them, protect them. There's things that you're going to have to learn in order to guide and protect them, or they may even be telling you how you need to guide and protect them. Can you please just adhere to your little star children, your crystal children, your rainbow children, but in particular crystal, because that's what came out in the beginning. A crystallized child in the womb. Okay? Crystal children. Is this the era of crystal children? I'm not sure. We've got rainbow children. I'm aware of the indigo children. There's so many different names. Taurian light codes. Evolutionary downloads. Recalling power. Future thinking. This is the children. This is the children. Right under. Look at this energy. Yep. Oh. Yeah. Allow your children, I know we're in a different day and time and it's the time of technology, but please allow your children to roam free in the park or in the forests, okay? Teach them how to forage. Teach them how to identify plants and herbs. This is part of their ascent. This is part of them, all right? Allow them to be by the lake. You know, even if you've got to do little meditation circles with your children in the back garden or in the park, You'd be amazed at how children will find joy in these things. Allow them to go out and pick sticks and pick rocks. Yeah? Allow them to come home muddy. Yeah? Just really engage with nature and your children. And yeah, Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. These children are more in tune than ever. Okay? And it, again, the message is, please encourage these children. Encourage these children to be pure in their essence, okay? Never shut them down. These type of children avoid the heavy shouting at them. Like, reason, sit them down and speak to them if they're being, you know, they've got a bit of challenging behaviour every now and then, because kids will be kids. And also be aware of what you're feeding your children to. I know they will love a sweetie, but try and keep, balance, okay? Let them have what they like, but also encourage them into eating healthy as well, all right? Because it's shocking what is happening with the health of people, and it's happening at such a younger age. It's scary, all right? My daughters had sports day yesterday, and sorry to go off course here, but to me it's important that this message goes out. A 14-year-old had a full-blown heart attack on the pitch from doing 200 meters, 14 years old. And then somebody else, I think at the age of 12, had a seizure because this generation is so inactive. All they know is this is the most exercise they get, scrolling, or if not, gaming. They're the thumbs. This is all they're exercising. And if you're lucky, they might be a bit lippy and give you lip, their gums, yeah? If you've got to engage in yoga practices with your children, get them into after school clubs, athletics, sports, football, martial arts, something to get them moving and active, yeah. Because it's so unfair that this generation is just being played out in the way that they are. A lot of special beings are coming through, but because of the day and the time, and I know sometimes as parents it's the stress of having to work, but you know what, you only live once, and you're only going to get your children at this age one time, okay? Take care of them and take care of yourself, all right? Please get your children active, get them out into nature, fresh air, fresh produce to eat. And I know the system sucks, because imagine you can buy a pack of biscuits for, like, we're in the UK, it's for like 30p, 50p. Buy a bunch of bananas, it's costing you £2. I know it's unfair, but do your endeavour best, all right, to feed them healthier foods, balanced diets, get them out in nature, get them into activities, please, because we've got special crystal children, all right? It would be a shame to see this generation wiped out through illness and disease because of lack of just being connected to nature. Okay, wow. Yeah, look, Star Being Healing Codes has come out again. Important information, wounds are healed, recharging. All right, so maybe this is the parents. It's time for you to, if you are a spiritual person and you had to shut it down because of the parenting style of your parents, maybe this is a learning journey for both you and your child to embrace and engage, okay? Make it a journey and an adventure for both of you, all right? As you're learning, you teach your children, because it's within them. It's been passed down. And you'll always get a particular child that is the rule breaker, that will say basically, fuck it, this is me, and there's nothing you can do to change it. And maybe that's the child you need to maybe, be inspired by. There's always one, the rule breaker, the one that doesn't like to listen, the one that's very much in tune, very fast learners, probably got no time for bullshit as well. There's always that one child, and maybe that is your master teacher that's come back for you to say, all right, you want to play small, you want to pretend like you're not connected to us, well, there you go. Yeah. It's like I said, sometimes you have to follow the lead of your children. Third eye activation, brow, inner vision, clear seeing. All right. Please do not neglect the spiritual growth of your children. It's all good and well, you know. A lot of us are raising our children as, I never got it, so let me give it to them. We've got children out here that are dripped in all these designer brands, but can they read and write properly? Can they construct a sentence? Do they know who they are? So before you indulge in Moschino, Gucci, Nike, Adidas, Jordans, and all that foolishness, how about you engage in the spiritual growth of your child? How about that? How about sitting down with them? How about buying them a book? I'm sure there's channels on YouTube and in the children's section that will teach them about their spirituality. And if not, well, then I'm sure there's books. Or if you, like I said, if there's a spiritual community around you, speak to them about children, about your child, and see what they can put together. You know, but wow, was not expecting this read today. Yeah. Let's see, is there anything else, Spirit, that I need to let the collective know? But please, honour your children, respect your children as well, okay? Show them the path as they're showing you the path, all right? Soul Star, all right, this is the last ones I'm going to take. We've got Soul Star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. So this is you and this is your child too. Okay, you know, sometimes when we're all getting busy with life and trying to manifest wealth and abundance, okay, sometimes we forget that maybe our sole purpose and mission is to literally birth these great beings back onto this planet Earth. So please take time to nurture your children, all right? Yep, Star Being Guides, answer the call, time to shine, the Venetian Galactic Council, all right? And then we've got Sacred Inner Space, tenderness, sensuality, and sacral chakra. But sacred inner space, the way how this is being translated to me is create that sacred space for your children, for them to speak about everything and anything with you. All right, you need to create a space that literally feels like the womb for them, where they know that they can come to mummy or daddy and be like, oh, I saw a ghost, or I felt an energy, or I smelt Nana in the house, or I saw this, mummy, or, you know, we need to lay a candle out for this answer. Like, please take the lead. Let your children take the lead sometimes. We may be older than them in age, but in spirit, some of us are their children. And that's the bit that we forget. Sometimes we are the children of our children. Our children are our parents. All right, so don't be fooled by the exterior, that because you gave birth to them, that you have dominion over them. It doesn't go like that. All right? Sometimes you may have birthed them, but they are your parent. They're here to teach you a thing or two on this planet, on this planet called Earth, and this thing called life. Okay? So please, yeah, this was a beautiful message. I hope it made sense to you. And as I always say, if this resonates with you, please do like and share and leave a comment. If you feel that this message will resonate with somebody in your circle or someone you know, please share this video with them. Give it a thumbs up. And yeah, peace, love and light to you all. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.